Hey, Reese Review family, welcome or welcome back to the channel. To my subscribers, you are appreciated. To those who have maybe just stumbled across this video or this channel for the first time, you are more than welcome. I'm Shay. This is Reese Review, where we're living, loving Jesus, smelling fabulous, all while saving a dime, discussing budget friendly fragrances. Okay. And today, without further ado, that is what I'm going to bring to you is a budget friendly fragrance that, in my opinion, is so amazing. And that is none other than, I hope you guys can see that this is AZM from Paris Corner. I'm assuming that is correct, saying AZM, and I have heard one or two people that said AZM, or I think once or twice running across different things. Haven't heard a whole lot about this fragrance. Really haven't searched for anybody saying anything about it, but yeah, this is from Paris Corner. And this, of course, is the packaging. And so now we have the lovely bottle. Hope you guys can see that. And it opens like so. Um, this little piece right here actually moves, or at least it does on my bottle. I don't know if that is, if it's supposed to, if it's designed that way or what. But anyway, my bottle is like that. So this is it. And we can go ahead. I can show y'all the atomizer, how it sprays. Um, it's decent. Oh, it's decent and it smells so wonderful to me. This smells amazing. That's how I can describe it. It just smells amazing to me. Number one is because it smells like Nishan, the 100 Silent Ways by, um, I think it's Nishane, and I think that's how I've always pronounced it. But anyway, 100 Silent Ways, y'all. In my opinion, I'll just tell you off the bat, to me, it is a very good alternative for that fragrance. In my opinion, everybody's noses are different, or get different things because scents are subjective. But I think this is a great alternative if you don't want to spend um, 100 or so dollars for 100 Silent Ways. Um, yeah, so I think 100 Silent Ways is going to be upwards of $150 that I've seen. I think I've seen the cheapest, like in the past, like maybe $157 for a 3.4 ounce bottle, something to that effect. And I've seen it more, more than that. But anyway, uh, this I have absolutely enjoyed. This was actually recommended by one of my subscribers. Shout out to her. Um, and I'm glad I went ahead and bought it. I did, before this, I did have the dual version of 100 Silent Ways, which y'all know these are good, but they're just, you just get a little. And I have this that I got for about $33, or maybe $2 or $3 less, just depends. Well, actually, probably more like 30, between 35 and 40, because you got to pay shipping, or sometimes you can get it free. But anywho, my point is, you got tax and everything. This is good. The dual version of this is called 100 Whispers. It is a straight version. It is really nice. I like it. It's love the atomizer, by the way. It's very lasting. It's good. But if I can get a bigger bottle for the same price as I pay for this little one, this is like 1.1 ounce. That's what these come in. They do have some that come in bigger bottles. But anyway, I'm chasing a rabbit now. But I was able to get this. This was recommended. It was a bigger bottle, bigger size for around that same price. So I was so very happy to find this. I have been. Backup bottle worthy. Um, Let me tell you the accords: AZM from Paris Corner, white floral, powdery, fruity and woody, musky, vanilla, and sweet. And then you have tuberose, citrus, and a malic. This came out this year, and so whew, it's good. This has been in my collection for a couple of weeks now. I know over a month. Over a month. Um, your top notes are peach, pear, rum, mandarin, and in the heart you have jasmine and tuberose, and in the heart, I mean not, I'm sorry, in the base is your vanilla musk, sandalwood, and vetiver. Y'all, all of that blends together so very nicely to create this wonderful, amazing smelling fragrance. That is a very, I cannot say it enough, to me, a very good alternative for 100 silent ways. Um, it lasts pretty well on me, and that's a plus. Um, 100 silent ways I've liked for a very long time. Um, it is like I said. I'm not gonna tell you that it is 1 to 1 from the original, but it's a solid alternative for sure. It's sweet, it's feminine. Um, it's just really, to me, all I can say is just really good, really good. Um, I think it's amazing, fresh and sweet, a fresh sweet white floral. Um, this to me is probably get a more of uh, a little more fruit than the actual original fragrance in the AZM. So a little more fruit in this fragrance than the original. Of course, when you first spray it, you get a little blast of alcohol. Doesn't last very long. And I can honestly, I know that this has rum in it. I'm gonna spray it again. I know it's rum, but I cannot tell you that my nose just picks that up. Hmm, maybe slightly. Maybe slightly in the beginning. Yeah. But you do get those fruits in the beginning. You get this peach. And the peach is like, uh, I don't want to say candied, but maybe caramelized. And the sweet is a bright sweet. And it almost gives you a fresh, clean, maybe fresh out the shower kind of clean, comes into the scent. I don't know. But then when it gets to the base, it's like the vanilla is vanilla amber like. Yeah. Yeah. Projection is really good on this to me. Um, I when would I say it was moderate? Maybe in the beginning, but to me, this is more on the strong side or stronger. Yeah, I like it. I really do. I think, you know me, I always say I don't wear my fragrances to get compliments, but if I do get one that is wonderful, it is well received. This particular fragrance, when I've worn it, I have gotten compliment or two. So I'm not mad at that at all. Um, I personally think this is, um, I know a lot of people say, some people feel like scents don't have a gender. I do. I do believe that. And to me, this is straight female. I couldn't see a dude wanting to wear that, but hey, again, I've said before, to each his own. But I do think I think it's very well blended. I think it's a very quality fragrance. I think that I honestly think if you were one that has never even smelled a Hundred Silent Ways, the original, um, you don't necessarily have to smell this. I think this would be a safe blind buy, quite honestly. Um, I do, but again, since a sense are subjective, people get different things. What I get, somebody else may be like, "Oh God, this is like the most horrible thing I ever smelled before in my life." But I don't get that. So um, I think you can easily wear this anywhere at any time, day, evening. You know, I think it's a decent work fragrance. Of course, if you like me, you have to spray down when you get ready to leave. Because in my department, there's certain one or two, well, I guess one, honestly, that has issue with fragrance. But honestly, if you are in an office setting, I think this would be good. This I think is crowd pleasing. I think it's pretty. I think it's a pretty fragrance. Um, Absolutely one of the best, in my opinion, that I have bought um, without knowing for sure about it or getting a sample. One of the best, I guess you could say, blind buy. Because even though I may have smelled the original that is inspired by, I had never smelled this, and it was recommended, one of the best recommended fragrances I bought recently, for sure. And y'all, it does kind of stick to your clothes. If you put it on your clothes, I do recommend be careful in doing so. I have gotten to the point where I try not to spray my clothes, just because not long ago I think I was on a video with you guys and I had ruined the shirt. It had like you can see those spots in it. As a matter of fact, this one is a new shirt. Thankfully, it's gray. This color. Okay. But I know I put the shirt on and then realized I didn't spray my shoulders. Tried to go underneath and spray, but it got on the shirt. So we're gonna see. That's why be careful when it comes to spraying. Um, Sometimes if I do spray my clothing, especially if it's on Sunday, I try to spray my dress or whatever while it's hanging and I'm pretty much kind of far from it. Like I'm not right on top of his frame. You know what I'm saying? So that way you don't get those stains, those spots, those oil spots, from the perfume that may stain your dress or stain your clothing. So anyway, I'm kind of very careful with that. And I suggest you do that too. So if I were to give this fragrance a 1 out of 10, I would definitely I'll give this a 9. I've had it, like I said, about a month or so. And I do know the more that these Middle Eastern fragrances sit, the better they become. And so, yeah, with that being in mind, I'm giving it a 9. It's great, y'all. It is. Um, if I give it stars, I'll give 4.5. Just again, the longer they sit, the better they get. So I have enjoyed this fragrance. I have even enjoyed layering this fragrance. Um, I did just that this past week. Um, yeah, and it was so good, y'all. So good. Love it, love it, love it. Um, and definitely, like I said, for me, as for me, this is definitely a backup bottle worthy. Yes, it is. Um, okay, I got a good. I see that bit. So it's down here. Yeah, but it's good. It is so good. Just want to spray some more. Oh yes, and I got an oil that is inspired by 100 Silent Ways. Putting that with this. Oh, y'all, it's good. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It is good. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I'll be back here in just a second so I can show you guys what I got, what perfume designer that I just chose to pick up with my birthday money that I was gifted. Yes, indeed. I kept, I think I told you guys I had gotten some gifts. I did. I shared that with you guys, and I told you that I got some birthday money, and I had decided that I was going to get some designer fragrances that I wanted that are fairly new. And I did that. Okay. And I will be back in just a bit. I will share that later on here in just a minute. Okay. You guys take care, stay prayerful, and for real, keep this country lifted up in prayer to the Lord Jesus Christ because we need it. All right. Thank you so much for listening and for watching. Talk to you later.